Hello there, we're doing our first example of conservation in action at St Paul's Cathedral. Today we are working on the Florence Nightingale Memorial in preparation for the bicentenary of her birth. So today we are going to look at cleaning the marble. So we've done a test area using deionised water and pH neutral conservation soap, and we're just going to do a very light touch cleaning of the marble. The marble has become dirty because it's such a lovely monument. It's one of only 3 dedicated specifically to women in the cathedral, and it's very tactile by nature, so all of our visitors love to touch her. So we're going to do a very light clean, and then we will do some small amount of consolidation work on a top pediment, purely for aesthetic reasons, and then we will also do some monitoring over the next 12 months to make sure that everything's stable. So we're going to be using a natural goat hair brush, which is stiff but soft. It's kind of in that mid-range, and that will help us remove the surface dust from our monument. And we will also be using a very mild conservation grade detergent that's pH neutral. So if we think of our baby shampoo, No More Tears, it's a conservation equivalent, which is called Symphonic A7, and it just releases some water tension so that the cleaning action of the water can actually happen. And today we could use swabs, but it's quite a big monument, and what we're going to actually use is old cotton rag, which is made from recycled sheets from hotels and hospitals, which is quite nice, being that it's a Florence Nightingale memorial. These are using the wash cotton sheets that were recycled from a hospital. So what we've done in our time-lapse video there is we've given the monument the dust, because when we add the water we don't want the dust to mix with the water, and we've just started to clean her bonnet. We'll then rinse that with clean deionised water to remove any of the soap and grime. And we're working in rounds so that we can establish how far with the cleaning we want to go. As I mentioned before, we have his hand as a reference point that's been approved by our advisory committee. We know where we want to go. We want her to remain in the context of the wider selection of monuments. We don't want her to look round here. Okay, so in order to understand what treatments we're going to do, we do what's first known as a condition assessment. From our condition assessment, we noticed that there was some historic movement, which we get in our buildings, which had formed a very small hairline crack in the top pediment. We then talked to peers and colleagues, and we made a sample board of different simulated marbles, which have got alabaster dust suspended in epoxy putty. So if in the future we want to remove it, what we're doing today is fully reversible. Hi there, so we're on day 2 of our cleaning of Florence and some of the consolidation. So yesterday we gave her our light wash just to take some of the surface dirt off. We'll keep as much of the patina as we could. These are to clean some of the pits that we found in the marble. The dirt had gone right in. So we use a liquid latex just to stick to the dirt, and then we pick it out with just a cocktail toothpick. And that allows us to pull the dirt from the marble. We're also going to be doing some filling today. Yesterday we put a barrier layer along the edges of the crack that's in the pediment at the top of the memorial with a chemical called paraloid B72, which forms a natural film along the edges of the alabaster on the memorial. So when we do our fill, we can actually remove it at any time in the future. So we're going to be using our putties, and we're just starting to blend the putties together, which are water-based epoxies. So they are dissolved in water, we soften them with water, and it's just like a clay, just like Play-Doh. And as you can see here, we're just getting the colours mixed with the ones we've done with our base to match the alabaster so that we can do our fill today. So we're on our final stages now, so we filled our crack. I've just reapplied some gold into the letter E that we sculpted with our filling medium through the crack. And now it's just going to have a very light polish with some Renaissance wax, just to give the fill that we've made a little bit of a sheen. Okay, so to recap, we've cleaned and repaired and consolidated the crack in the top of our monument. We're going to be monitoring her now to make sure there's no more movement, but she's really ready for her 200th birthday.